This is absurd, but I want to give you the full picture here because there is a real and serious story underneath the absurdity. But let's start with that absurdity. Over the weekend, the President of the United States posted on Truth Social demanding that Netflix fire a member of its board of directors. His exact words: Netflix should fire racist, Trump-deranged Susan Rice immediately or pay the consequences. She's got no talent or skills, purely a political hack. Her power is gone and will never be back. How much is she getting paid and for what? Thank you for your attention to this matter, President DJT. It's a 79-year-old man, by the way. And here's why this is not just some unhinged Truth Social quote, but actually something dangerous. Netflix is currently pursuing a $72 billion acquisition of key Warner Brothers Discovery assets, including HBO Max. The DOJ has to approve that deal. And the Justice Department works for Trump's executive branch, as we all know. The executive branch is currently posting demands in all caps about members of the board of a private company. The president using this federal merger approval process as a weapon to force a private company to fire someone he just doesn't like. So who is Susan Rice? Obama's national security advisor. Netflix board member since 2018, and she recently went on a podcast and said that companies that bent the knee to Trump would face an accountability agenda if Democrats return to power. That's true. Of course, that was picked up by good old loony Laura Loomer. Loomer posted it, Trump saw it, and within 24 hours, outrage from the President of the United States as he threatened a streaming service. Now think about what Rice actually said. She said companies that are capitulating now will be held accountable later. It's not a threat, that's a prediction about electoral consequences, which is how democracy works. You make bad decisions, voters remember it. There are consequences to your actions. Trump's response to that was to post this all caps demand to private Netflix using the implicit power of federal merger approval. He proved her point in real time. And let me tell you who else this sent a message to, not just Netflix. Every major media company in America, every entertainment company with a pending merger, an FCC license, a streaming deal, a content agreement with any of the government entities. They're all watching to see whether or not Netflix actually acts against Susan Rice. Because that answer will tell them exactly what they're dealing with the president. We've seen ABC already bent their knee, Disney settling, Meta pulling fact checkers, companies learning the lesson, CBS turning into state-run media. And now Trump is making it explicit. The lesson is to fire whoever I tell you to fire, or you lose your deal. And I'm just going to mention casually, again, while all this is happening and Trump's talking about Netflix, Epstein files, they're still out there. And polling shows that President Trump is underwater in the polls, especially about the Epstein files. 56% of Americans saying that the Trump administration is not transparent in the Epstein files. More than half the country. And yet, Trump is raging about Netflix and board seats. That is what he's focused on, not what's important. And back to Netflix. This company, they have not responded yet. The board members, not responded. The DOJ, they are still currently reviewing this merger. They have not put out a statement. But everyone in the boardroom understands what's happened. You either fire Susan Rice, the person the president doesn't like, or you risk your $72 billion deal. And again, this is all why 60% of Americans disapprove of this president. Some of them pay their $15.99 a month for Netflix, yet all of them just watch the president try to use the federal government as a sledgehammer against their favorite streaming service.
A corrupt congressman, his faithless henchwoman. Together they've sold justice to the highest bidder. But when a boy's death threatens their empire, they'll lie, bribe, kill to keep their secrets buried. Only one man remembers, and this time, the system's fixers are the ones getting fixed. A Death in Arcadia. Every secret has a price,